Kim Jong Un dies during surgery. Kim Pyong-il is taking over the regime. It is said that President Trump, who was aware of Kim Jong Un's death, he was aware, metaphorically asked the U.S. force in Korea, USFK, commander during his inauguration. Kim Jong Un is now in a freezer, while China and the US are in negotiations. Kim Jong-un, anticipating a scenario where he might collapse or die suddenly, sudden death, and he's of course a father of a daughter, had been preparing to transfer power to his daughter, of course, Kim Joo-ae. Hello everyone, this is Kaheva, all knowledge of the world, head, heart, and soul. North Korea, Kim Jong-un always prepares videos for emergencies. The reason is that if he suddenly dies or he has to undergo surgery or faces an unexpected event, he must reassure the North Korean people. He needs to pretend that he's still alive because he needs some time. The people around him need some time to settle things. Even if Kim Jong-un dies, a video must be broadcasted to make it seem like he's still alive. Currently, in South Korea's outside intelligence circles, there is information spreading that Kim Jong-un has died during surgery and has not regained consciousness. And I should mention that for today's video, do not take it too seriously. It is said that President Trump, who was aware of Kim Jong-un's death, he was aware, metaphorically asked the U.S. force in Korea, USFK, commander during his inauguration. Anyone who else thought that it is quite special, quite weird, to be honest. Furthermore, due to China's discreet, should I say, gentlemanly intervention, North Korea is reportedly transferring power to Kim Pyong-il. So from Kim Jong-un, they're transferring power to Kim Pyong-il, and it is done by China's intervention. And I'll tell you the reason why North Korea should follow China's intervention. Talk about it in a few moments later. Kim Jong-un had faced an assassination attempt by poisoning, and he suffered from severe heart disease as a result. That is why he suddenly gained weight. Kim Jong-un, anticipating a scenario where he might collapse or die suddenly, sudden death, and he's of course a father of a daughter, had been preparing to transfer power to his daughter, of course, Kim Joo-ae. I've got so much to say about her. When attending the launch training of the Hwasong 17, in North Korea. So Hwasong 17 is the name of the rocket or whatever. She appeared wearing a $1,900 luxury coat from Christian Dior, once again sparking controversy over the extravagance of the Kim family, whether it was due to domestic or international criticism. When she visited the National Aerospace Development Administration with her father again on April 18th, 2023, so it was almost exactly a month later, her wearing the Christian Dior jacket. People really fastly figured out that the white blouse she wore was from AliExpress, which is similar with Temu. Through media play, Kim Jong-un aimed to establish Kim Joo-ae, her daughter, as the successor both domestically and internationally. So, Kim Joo-ae is a daughter born between Kim Jong-un and Lee Seol-ju. I think no genetic test is required here. Do you think Kim Jong-un was also seen kissing Kim Joo-ae on the cheek in public? And even Kim Joo-ae was often gently touching Kim Jong-un's cheek in public appearances, which looked super awkward. On September 9th, 2023, during the 9/9 Day Civil Defense Parade, she sat right next to Kim Jong-un, and this means a lot in North Korean politics, where you sit and where you are at during those big parade events. So the farther you stay from Kim Jong-un, it means that the farther you are from the central power dynamics. So what caught even more attention was a particular scene where the Marshal Pak Jong-chon, and he was very specially featured in one of Kaheva's video, Pak Jong-chon was seen kneeling down I mean, he is one of the most powerful figure in North Korean politics, and he was kneeling down and whispering into Kim Joo-e's ear. At some point, Lee Seol-ju is putting her daughter forward, and instead, Lee Seol-ju found herself pushed to the sideline, but still, this doesn't mean that Lee Seol-ju is losing power, because many people still believe that this was all part of her plan, Lee Seol-ju's plan. Honey, I don't want your sister to be around you during the parade. You know how much it means in front of all the others. People might think that you think of your sister, your younger sister, Kim Yo-jung, more important than your daughter. You should put her next to you during the parade, and instead, I will be somewhere else. I will stand in the back. But instead, please put our daughter, it makes sense, right? Please put our daughter next to you. As Kaheva said for multiple times, there's a saying that power is not shared even between parents and children. And in East Asian countries, including Korea and China, there was a tradition until just a few hundred years ago where when a king dies, hundreds of his relatives were buried alive with him. And if you want to know more about this, you can watch this video. However, when Kim Jong Un died suddenly, after his sudden death, China opposed Kim Joo-e as the successor. And you might wonder, is it because she is a woman? It is not just because she is a woman that they rejected her. Why? Because the reason is that China does not want any internal conflict or chaos in North Korea. North Korea must follow China's advice 99% of the time. If China were to close its borders, if China closed the borders that is facing North Korea, the country North Korea will collapse within a month. North Korea can only conduct economic exchanges with China and Russia. Among all the hundreds of countries in the world, only 2 countries that North Korea can make transactions, that is China and Russia. Not surprising, but still interesting. Due to the presence of the US and South Korean military, North Korea's maritime trade routes are completely blocked. So you might be thinking of how about going to the Philippines or India, go through those routes? That can't work because of the presence of the US and South Korean military. They can't. They blocked the maritime trade routes. That is why they can only trade through land. Thus, North Korea has no choice but to take China's serious recommendations into account, which is no longer an recommendation because that is actually an order. If you don't accept our recommendations, we're gonna block the trade road and you have nothing to eat then. Koreans deeply value the mind, heart, and soul, especially the spirit. There's a mysterious belief in South Korea related to Trump. And if Donald Trump becomes the president, only if he becomes the president, South Korea will have no president. When Trump started his first term, the South Korean president was Park Geun-hye. She even went to the prison. She was imprisoned. And when Trump started his second term, the South Korean president was Yoon Suk-yeol. Yoon enjoyed drinking excessively and engaged in strange martial law. And currently, he is imprisoned. So we do not have... this is not a thing to laugh about. We do not have a president now. And now, Trump is frustrated. The US, they need to shake down South Korea, which is basically a money printing machine. But the boss of South Korea is in jail. So they don't know who to grab and demand cash from. Kim Jong Un faced assassination attempts before and after meeting Trump. Also proven same for the North Korea, because he was almost assassinated. So with Trump now back in office again, North Korea and South Korea lack, it is a very fun expression, we lack a supreme leader. Intelligence exists for predictions and prophecies. All intelligence agencies worldwide operate with the purpose of predicting events for the safety and benefit of their nations. However, since they only deal with the mind and heart only, they cannot surpass prophecies which belong to the realm of the spirit. This is why even the most rational intelligence agents cannot match those who possess spiritual insight. Like Kaheva. Kim Jong Un is now in a freezer while China and the US are in negotiations. First, Kim Jong Un's half brother, Kim Pyong-il, will become the leader of North Korea. Second, Kim Jong Un's younger sister, Kim Yo-jong, will be relocated to the third country. And third, Kim Ju-ae and the Kim family will be moved to China. The first three agreements have been finalized. And fourth, the current inter-Korean border will remain unchanged. However, the most critical fifth negotiation is still ongoing. All of Korea's nuclear bamboo will be transferred to China for management. In return, the US will allow South Korea to develop its own nuclear bamboo. However, China, Russia, and Japan oppose South Korea possessing nuclear bamboos. Of course, you are so close to each other. Ultimately, the agreement is expected to be China will manage North Korea's nuclear bamboos, and within 5 years, North Korea's nuclear bamboos will be dismantled. The US embassy will be established in Pyongyang, etc. And those are the stages of negotiation. For about a month now, neither Kim Jong-un nor Kim Ju-ae, his daughter, has appeared on North Korean TV. This means a lot. This is Kaheva. See you in the next video. God bless you.